Hello everybody, Seeker the Kid here. Welcome back to even more Ace Attorney. Last episode, we investigated the murder, quote unquote, of the police department, and we found out that it's no way Mr. Goodman could have been there. But we now raise a suspicion about who that unidentified man that Mr. Meekins encountered was. We believe right now that it's Jack Marshall. Jake Marshall? Whatever his name is pronounced. Here, let's check right now. Jake Marshall. No matter what, I'm going to keep thinking he's John Marston because I think that's the no, Red Dead Redemption wasn't out during this time. Maybe Red Dead Redemption took inspiration from this, or maybe it's just a common idea for cowboys to have JM for their initials. Anyways, sorry about that. I need to just move around because I'm not comfortable. Alright, now I'm comfortable. Okay, anyways. Fortunately, he works at the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. 20-minute recess. Yay. Court is now in recess. I should have waited till now to end it, but I didn't. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Hello. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal. Make a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it all, if you call me here, I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, Detective. You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. Oh, God. That's okay, so have you brought what I asked? Oh, you mean this? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Should I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I have them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, Chief Prosecutor. We're a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? For the Joe Dark killings. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with... Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Victims. Neil Marshall. Edward, Edith, Jeb, Neil. I noticed Neil Marshall. Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? No, couldn't be. This SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... No, Lana, that's over with. No! Just remember, I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Oh my God. Alright, now I honestly know it's not her. Ah! Yay. Okay. Here we go. We're back in court, February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court number 9. Man, 1 against 1. This actually feels pretty nice. The court now reconvened for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Emma didn't come back. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge regarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just the same. I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the treasures of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. You're a patrolman. This is my name. If you listen hard enough, you can hear the hollering when calling it out. Sorry, I was taking a drink. Were you in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place? Is that correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is boundless to the desert sands. No paper could sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. In plain old English. So you want him to talk like he's Shakespeare. My job was to keep a wary eye on the bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room is protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you run out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm thirsty, okay? My throat hurts. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. I see. Pawning him off on me. My job is to keep a wary eye on the bone orchard. Explain. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Darn it. You interred them. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to take another drink. This is a commentary gameplay, no commentary. So here we go. Videos of nothing not that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual was recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't doing him any good. So in actuality, you didn't physically enter the evidence room. You said I was supposed to make 3 rounds a day, but that ain't my style. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Hey, you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No, Desperado, I know lets rules get in his way. On the day of the crime, just when you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. I'm gonna press, but then if this doesn't work, I'm gonna present the lockers. You used to be a detective, so you used the evidence room in the past, right? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. That's quite incredible. Since on the locker cannot be seen, it's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? Don't mind that. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. What were you doing at a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak. Well, just gonna be that Paula's Von Galas Sepia pasta. I can't say that. Yep. Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. Oh, this has taught you a lesson. I'm just an innocent child man, so if you're on a... I'm gonna press again. But this doesn't appear to have said anything. Okay. That does not work. Okay, let's press this again because I know there's something I got to do. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, so because I don't want to keep getting game overs, I'm going to just look it up, because I'm getting so confused. Okay. This is stupid. You see, it says this, blah blah blah. You're supposed to present this on the 4th or 5th. Also, Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime, and yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene, or to be exact, a handprint. It's real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, to make my rounds about once a month. Only natural my fingerprints will be in there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Witness, what is the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene. The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall, it seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on your shoulders. Take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall, about the blood-stained fingerprints. Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. I knew you had to present his fingerprints on something, but I guess it just didn't seem obvious to me. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be in the same place as the blood-stained handprint. The minute I touched the locker of my fingerprint, it was by chance. The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. The witness explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. Sorry. I need another drink. Alright, let's see. Okay, pressing everything. That's because how you put it. Pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That. And one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that there's now is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Alright, anyways, sorry. I was distracted because I keep hearing people walking around. You must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without even knowing it. One of them just happened to be minding the same business for the handprint. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine, it's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. Just so happened, the murderer touched my locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? Bloodstain and the fingerprint are clearly unrelated. Unrelated? They aren't. They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's gotta do with breakfast while the other's a type of murder. He's right, although seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Oh, didn't you know the murderer is wearing gloves? How'd you know about that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain on the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Marshall's handprint. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. Security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, then you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? I mean, all we can really do is keep pressing. I mean, I don't think I can really present the thing right now. You want to tie me into this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you got. But the video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't even shown. Some of it in the camera says I can leave the room without being caught on tape. We don't have time for your speculation, Mr. Wright. If you could show us evidence... Yes! I got it! It's that it's like, I keep saying it's the cloth! Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might end up making one mistake. Blah 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 blah. Knife. It's the cloth! Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you had to say in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in the video. You can clearly be seen in the video. 8. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Oh my god! Oh, this is gonna take forever! Oh, the white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Once more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. Not my fault. Happy to choose mine. Bop ba bop 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 bop. Why's everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? He really doesn't know. I hate to rain your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. We're gonna play for a little bit longer. I call you bluff. You say open that locker. You prove it. I'm gonna play for like. We're gonna play for about 30 minutes instead of 20, just because I feel like it. It's a special because I really think that we're getting close to the end of this. Oh, what kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? I only got 1 word for you, partner. No! Nice. Order, order, order! Witness, explain yourself! This is a joke. It's the worst I've ever heard. Oh, looks like this cowboy actually has got some wanted level on him. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Gah. Ole! Please answer the question. What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. You can? Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. Oh my god, it's so obvious now. Yes, I do have the answer. Officer Marshall was hiding here. No, he wasn't. Officer Marshall was our victim! There, but that's where the victim was standing! Oh my god! Correct, unless that man wasn't Detective Goodman. Which it wasn't. Our victim was quote-unquote Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up as Detective Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he knew for sure. May I point out, though, Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. Went into the evidence room, asked him to show his card, sir! Yes? And how did the detective... He suddenly pulled a knife on me! What? Something about the officer's story puzzled me. The man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer's simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You've got quite an imagination, partner. You got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you've heard. Hard evidence proven I just him as a victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for your bid, but you don't see me complaining. Complaining in. Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems like you're the only one who couldn't take the desert heat. Ack, this can't be happening. So obviously he's the one. What else can I do? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics. For me, that would be what Maya used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise, but rather I should look for evidence that came because he was in disguise. Why do you think his locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime, yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it's been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to what the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly was this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. And I know exactly the point to put it at. Right here. Look at all that blood. You can't go around wearing white when it's covered in red. Yet, however, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When I showed you your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. You couldn't just walk out like that, and so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, you were only half as persistent as you were today. We all wouldn't be here now would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did, all of it. Unfortunately, this is not going to be near the end. Or at least it doesn't feel like it, because it feels like we're getting another testimony. So, because I thought this was going to be the end of this, it's obviously not. We're going to end this off here. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Ace Attorney, and I will see you all next time.